Thanks, Erica. This Mr. Griffin is entitled, I'm taking my faith up some notches. I did my first one-man show over the weekend in Addison, Texas, and it's a big difference between a one-man show and a comedy show. I'm a comedian, 23 years, 6 months a week, 3 days, but it was my first time doing like a multimedia show, and after the whole experience, it wasn't even about the audience or who attended. It was for me. It was for me. Like, I think I had two challenging times in that whole process. And the first one, it was like, Griff, we need to run a show. And it took me forever to write down. I said the run a show is in my mind. They said, yeah, that's awesome. But for the people that's working on the show, we need to run a show. As a comedian, I never had to give a club owner or a school or a college or something what I was going to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So, or the order that it was going to go in. So that was the first thing. And I overcame that challenge thanks to Brianna and Melissa and them, but that was fine. The second challenging thing was it was going to be the first time that I never used a microphone in my whole career. Like, I had on one of the mics, like a TED Talk, that a pastor used on a headset one or whatever that goes on your cheek. So that was my two problems. Out of that whole event, people been like, I haven't even talked to people, but like, man, how was the weekend? I just can't. I'm not even settled down from it yet. Like, I did it, and my only two problems was I had to write down what I was going to talk about, and I didn't want to use that mic. I had 3 microphones on deck, just in case I threw that thing off in the middle of one of the shows. But this is what I realized over the weekend. My faith is so strong. Lord told me to do a one-man show. I did it. I want to do more. I'm on my Mark 11, 24, and 25 right now. Therefore, I say to you, whatever things you ask when you pray, believe that you receive them and you will have them. That's Mark 11, 24, and 25. I'm so geeked about that phrase. Starting this week, I'm going to be fast starting it to the rest of the year. I'm fasting once a week. I'm about to remember a Bible verse once a week. I got a memory of a terabyte, and I don't know no Bible verses. I'm not saying that no more. I'm about to know all Bible verses. I'm about to know them like pastors and bishops. I'm about to apply them to my life. I want to do sports. I want a sports show. I know sports like any sportscaster ever, and I want to just talk about sports, no music, all sports on my own with somebody else. It's so many things I want to do. I just did that thing, Faith by the Numbers, but my faith is real. My faith, I saw my faith in its realest presence over the weekend. So it's so much more I want, and it's so much more God wants to give me. And I am so fired up right now, Erica, because I know that it's my season and God has so many great things for me. And all I had to do was activate my faith. Mark 11, 24 and 25. Therefore, I say to you, he's talking to us, whatever things you ask when you pray, believe that you receive them and you will have them. That's my Mr. Griffin segment for today. Woo!